Okay, everybody, for today's business insights, we're going to talk about when disaster strikes. First, my heart goes out to every last person affected by the California wildfires. It's horrific to see people's homes burn down, people lose their lives. It doesn't matter if the person is a celebrity or a regular person, their lives were in danger if they were anywhere near those wildfires. And the human being is what matters. Not the amount of money in their bank account, not what they do. My heart goes out to every last one of them. Every firefighter, every person who lost their house, every person who didn't lose their houses are unlivable. All the people that were helping the elderly or disabled to get out of the area, taking care of children, pets. It is just astronomical how much damage that fire has caused. Those multiple fires, have caused. And every person, every human being affected deserves care and concern and consideration and prayers. So I definitely have been praying for all of them. I know someone that was in the area, they had to be evacuated. It's so many people that don't live there that know of people and have family members and friends and things that were affected. It's a big deal. And I think that anyone that was saying, oh, if they're a celebrity, I don't care about them, that's not fair because their lives were in danger if they were anywhere near that fire, regardless, regardless of how much money they have. They can't spend it if they don't survive. Okay? So let's not do that, which is what I hope people will start to realize and just focus on the fact that it's a human being whose life was at risk, and we're praying for the ones who have family members who lost their lives. Okay? Now, when a natural disaster of any kind strikes, your business can go completely under. It can go completely under and it can be completely taken out. If you have a brick and mortar business in the path of a natural disaster, you can lose it just like that. Now, one of the things that some people are able to do is they are able to continue doing their business online through social media, things like that. And for me, I also help people that want to do their business in virtual reality. One of the things about the metaverse is that people have to realize that's a global platform. Just like the internet is, just like social media, people can come to your virtual store that may be all the way in Australia to support you. So if anyone listening to this has been affected by the wildfires, your business has been affected, go ahead and put in the comments your company's website. If you had a brick and mortar business, put contact information. I may have an option to assist you, okay? That didn't cost you anything. Yes, I have upgraded things, but this is not about doing a money grab or anything like this. This is about making sure that you have the marketing visibility so that people that want to assist you in your time of need can find you. Okay? So just make sure you put your information down in the comments and I will be sure to get back to you to see what I can do to help. Okay? You do need to start thinking, even if you're in different areas. What would you do if a disaster struck in your area? Fire is the one natural disaster that can happen anywhere. Think about it. There are places where you'll get hurricanes. However, the water is only going to go but so far. The storm is only going to go but so far for the most part. You have certain areas that are more prone to tornadoes than others. You get tornadoes in a lot of places, but not everywhere. You have mudslides, okay? That doesn't happen everywhere. Earthquakes, that doesn't happen everywhere. Pretty sure there's a fire department everywhere. Makes sense? So that means that is pretty much your greatest risk for your business if you have a brick and mortar business or any part of your business requires a building. So for instance, if you sell online, but the items that you're purchasing are housed in a warehouse, if that warehouse goes up in flames, that affects your business. You need to know these things. You need to think about these things. What are you going to do if that happens? Now, a lot of people that sell clothes, they have more than one vendor, which is a smart thing to do. Why? Because if one vendor is having trouble, the next vendor can help. But you definitely need to start thinking, okay, in my area, I get blizzards. And what happens if there's too much snow and it caves in the roof of my building? How am I going to continue providing my product or service if that happens? Start thinking of your disaster plans. What's going to happen to my employees? Very, very, very important to consider your employees. If you are able to have enough payroll to support your employees while you all rebuild, and they're a part of that rebuilding process, that is a very good way to go. Try your best to have payroll ahead of time before you need it. 6 months to a year, if not more, of payroll put away. I want to talk about that in another video, but if you do that, then you can get them to help you rebuild because their livelihood, you've already considered it. Okay. If your if your area has anything that happens in it that you weren't planning on, you have to do something. You can't do nothing. So it's best to think of these things during times where you're seeing other people go through it and it's like, man, this is what they're going through. See if you can research what they're doing. See if you can see who's helping them because then you'll know who to go to if you need help. It's really, really just unfortunate. Every year, businesses are lost in regions like Florida due to hurricanes. Um, we had a hurricane come all the way up here through the Atlanta area. Who knew it would go that far, but it did. And you have to think the weather is changing. We're having things in a different way. We're having seasons longer than normal or different times than normal. Different things are happening. So we have to think about these things ahead of time. And no matter who is affected, we always want to make sure that we have a heart about it. Okay. So I may do another video that gets into a little bit deeper about what you do and the insurance companies and things like that. But for this video, I just really wanted to just say a little bit and to offer my prayers and condolences to the victims of the most recent wildfires.